World Health Organization warns of another pandemic. Now, here's the thing. How do you warn us something deadlier than COVID if you don't have any data to show? This rolls right into their plan of a cyber pandemic, shutting down the internet, ridding their debt, because we've had the biggest bank failures since 2008 in the last 3 months. You start a pandemic, you shut down the internet, and you give out relief funds through what? Through FedNow, through CBDCs, and that's how you convert everybody and get rid of the debt. You start over and wipe clean. Now, the debt ceiling meetings are supposed to happen this week, and they got to decide before, the first rolls around of June. Otherwise, we're going to default. But how convenient is this that they're rolling this out just in time for all this debt ceiling talk, default talk? I don't know. I just really think it's part of their whole plan. We've been through this before, and I hope you guys are ready.
Shalom, shalom. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great MILLSTONE, and teach them well. Peace and salutations be to hopeful elect. I'm Brother Tazom Kabar, coming at you from the Prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. Alright, this lesson is going to be going in onto this video here that I saw on Instagram. Alright, and it was saying, matter of fact, let me go see if I
warns of another
give credit to where credit is due. Of course, it's from the Prophets in Babylon page. The
World Health Organization.
Okay, don't show which brother posted it, but that's definitely from my camp, Prophets in Babylon. One of the brothers in my camp. But it's on the Prophets in Babylon page on Instagram. You can go follow that page and get edified. The YouTube link for our camp channel is also in the bio of the Prophets in Babylon Instagram channel. So it says World Health Organization Chief Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus warns threat of another pandemic emerging deadlier than C9. All right. So the fact that these niggas are blatantly telling you in your face that they cooking something up in the basement for your ass is beyond me. Jake don't see that though. Jake don't see these things. You asking a regular, average Joe Schmo, they don't know what the fuck you talking about. Oh yeah, man, I don't know anything about that. What are you talking about? Isn't it weird to you that these guys are telling you there's something deadlier coming? How can they possibly know that there's something deadlier coming? Unless they, are sending it out. They're dishing it out. That's exactly what the fuck is happening. They're dishing these things out to the public, man, to the world. They're constructing these diseases and infections and viruses and sending it out your way and telling you it's going to be even deadlier than the last one that was here. The last one was a fucking a ruse, man. The last one was a pre-trial. But when they said this was going to be deadlier, they said the last one was millions and millions of people were dropping. That's what it was about. Millions and millions of people were dropping. You weren't seeing it happen, but this amount of people died. This amount of people died. And much more people. Many of these amounts of people were actually passing away from the so-called solution, the Jabberwocky. Okay. But they're saying there's gonna be something deadlier than that. Then it probably means they're gonna put something real out there this time. They ain't gonna put nothing fake. There ain't gonna be no false alarm or practice test or pre-run. It's gonna be the real deal this time. They're gonna put something out there that's gonna have your ass begging them for help. What they gonna do? They're gonna put their foot in your neck, hold you down by your neck with their foot in it, and tell your ass, take this MOTB. You want some medicine? Take this MOTB. Let me go ahead and grab this. I'm gonna make this one too long. It's gonna be a quick hit. I just wanted to touch bases on that article. This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay, so Satan would have gotten advantage of us if we had been ignorant of his devices. What is his devices? His plans, the things that he puts into play. This devil just told you his plan. Something deadlier is coming, worse than C9. Even deadlier than C9. That's a part of his. That's one of his devices. Okay. If we ain't know that, he would have gotten advantage of us. The shit would have hit the fan. A damn virus unfolded, and everybody, what? We would have been running straight to the damn doctor's office. Hey, give me right, man, give me right. Let me get that. Let me get that Jabberwocky. Let me get that Jabberwocky. Is there a Jabberwocky for this? Is there a vaccine for that? You know. And that's what people did on the pre-test, on the pre-run. You know, Satan got an advantage over them because they were ignorant of his device. All right. But we, the prophets, the watchmen, we are in the know. The Lord set us up to be watchmen. And what does a watchman do? He watches for the danger to come. When you're sitting on the battlements and the tops of the walls that surround the city, you're watching for a nation that's coming from afar. The danger that's coming from afar to warn the people before it gets there. Okay? If you on the walls, if you sleeping or you sleeping on the wall on the tops of the battlements, or you ain't even on the tops of the battlements, say there wasn't any watchmen, then whenever danger came, it would always be unexpected. You would always be caught off guard and you would always be overthrown. But if you're warned, you can possibly avoid catching judgment from it, you know. But the way we avoid catching judgment from it is what? Seeking the Lord. YAHAWASHI. That's what the Lord intended us to, that's what the Lord's intentions was when he sent down the prophets. As to what? Warn Israel of an ass whooping. If you don't stop doing this shit, I'm going to whoop your ass. And that's what the Lord, you know, he sent his prophets down to be his mouthpiece. Let Israel know, okay, to warn them. All right, listen, I'm about to whoop your ass real soon if you don't stop doing this. Israel don't listen, boom, here comes the ass whooping. Israel got their ass beat, bad, and then kicked out of their own house, man. Kicked out of the house that the Lord gave them. Sent it to another land to get mistreated by the other nations. And see how, and see and understand how the Lord took care of you. You know, miss it. Regret how you acted when the Lord took care of you. Because now you're in the care of somebody else, the care of the people that you trusted, and they treating you like shit. You know? Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay? We're not ignorant of Satan's plans, man. Okay? If niggas came out with this, we was already on it. Doing a lesson on it as soon as possible. You know? We're going to go into a little bit of ignorance because ignorance can kill. Ignorance is bliss and it can also kill. Okay? Grab this one. And then we're going to grab this one. I'm probably going to close out with this. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 5, verse 15. Be not ignorant of anything, in a great matter or a small. So no matter what it may be. These devils can slip up and say something simple. Don't be ignorant of that shit. Make sure you watch for every word, because they're actually, when these guys speak, they speak in something called Morse code, where they actually speak in a certain code, where they're saying certain things, saying certain words that is actually messages to the trained ears, man. And the trained ears are the elites. They talk to each other just by talking to the public, you know, from across the world. And they also commit their sorcery through doing these things, okay? And their sorcery is something that they cast upon the people to make them believe something that is not actually true. That's sorcery, man. You know, to make them think a certain way, you know, according to what they've said, when it's not actually true. And to cause them to act a certain way because of it. It's fucking sorcery. All right? And they got the witchcraft into play. Okay? Witchcraft into play, just making everything really come to pass. Says, but be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small. So no matter whether it's something that you feel like you should pay attention to or you shouldn't, pay attention to it always, because you never know whether that small matter is actually a great matter. Something small can turn into something great in a matter of seconds, in a matter of no time. Just like somebody gives you the wrong look and it's a small thing to you, but you give them a wrong look back, and this nigga got a gun out. Now it's a great thing. Now it's a great matter. This nigga aiming a gun at you. That small matter just became a great matter, you know? So don't be ignorant of these things. Pay attention. You know, these things come to pass. What you do, you seek out the Lord, YAHAWASHI, and hope for exemption and redemption from the evil to come, man. You know? It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 38. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. So all we can do is tell you. We can't force you to, follow after these ways, follow after these laws, statutes, and commandments. All we can do is tell you, man. And we constantly telling Jake, that's our mission too. We constantly warning Jake, get right, Jake. This is coming to the earth. This is coming to Babylon. This is going to happen to you if you keep doing this. Jake, don't listen to us, man. Does that mean we turn around and go home and say, well, they ain't listening. Just going to chill here and go the rest of my day? No. We go out again. We tell them again. Come home. Tell them on the phone. Tell them through the lessons. Put lessons up on YouTube. We go out again. Tell them again. Come back home. Tell them again. Go back out. Tell them again. It doesn't end. It doesn't end until the Lord cracks the skies. There's constant warnings going out. The Lord is constantly warning you. Okay, and you're constantly denying Him. You're constantly rejecting His warnings and rejecting Him reaching out to you. So guess what? You're going to have to pay for it. Truly hope this quick was edifying to you. I cannot wait to listen to sincerity. Until next semester, brother, I want to give all glory, honor, praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Shalom.